The show starts in 3, 2, 1, go.
As the Columbia River makes its final turn on its 1,243-mile journey from the Rocky Mountains of British Columbia to the Pacific Ocean, it hugs the second planned city in the United States of America, the city of Longview, Washington. And within its city limits is the jewel of 1927, the only school in Cowlitz County to be listed on the National Register of Historic Places. Inside its majestic brick walls operates a school that has been applying and benefiting from Avid strategies for the last 12 years and has earned the prestigious title of School of Distinction 9 years running. Named for the city founder, a timber baron from Kansas City, Missouri, it is the proud home of the Lumberjacks and Lumberjills, where red and black flannel is the unofficial staff uniform. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, join us as we get a little bit jacked up. Welcome to the one and only R.A. Long High School.
Welcome to our Long. We've been at Avid School for 12 years. Come and see what we have to offer.
Avid is support.
Avid es oportunidades.
Avid is memorable.
Avid is resources.
Avid is future.
Avid is friends.
Avid is guidance.
Avid is pride.
Avid is a safe space.
Avid is family.
Avid is structure.
Avid es una comunidad.
La clase de Avid.
Instruction promotes Wicker strategies, 21st century skills, student leadership skills, goal setting and monitoring, rigor for all.
In science classes, we like to use all the Wicker strategies. They kind of fit into science nicely, but we write a lot of CER conclusions in science class, which is a claim, evidence, reasoning, and these allow students to take open-ended science questions and do some inquiry on their own, which is obviously part of Wicker.
In my computer science classes, we use a lot of collaboration. We use partner programming, where the students are programming in pairs of 2, and so they're able to both do the programming piece and supervise one another as they work to find errors in their code and improve their code. We also use a ton of peer review and editing with one another.
I have tried to focus more on using the strategy of inquiry this year in all of my classes. One way that I try to do that is by allowing my students more options for summative assessments than just the usual essays that I would have required before. And when I give them options, they still have to meet the standards. They still have to tell me what the themes in Macbeth are. But when I gave them project options, they spent more time on their own outside of class, thinking about it and building things.
Systems supports Avid site and district teams, professional learning, secondary Avid elective, Excel elective classes, equity and access to rigor, data collection and analysis.
Usually around February, we get all of the data from central office of all of the incoming 8th graders. We're really trying to find that middle We go out to the middle schools with our Avid seniors and we talk to the students about what Avid is, and then give them applications. Those that return the applications, we then schedule interviews with, and then pick our cohort from there. We usually do about 19 to 24 in that first group, in case we miss some people. As they come in as freshmen, we do have teachers that will identify students they believe will be good candidates, and then we also have students come down and want to be part of the program.
In PE, students are always reaching to achieve new goals. When it comes to Avid, we really focus on leadership skills like communication, collaboration, organization, and self-advocacy. Students are constantly putting in hard work.
So students in special education use Avid strategies school-wide, mainly to help them with organization. It's a huge area with our MBs, and with academic vocabulary.
Leadership ensures strategic planning, modeling of expectations, college readiness mission and vision, career readiness, and distributive leadership approach.
Avid at RA Long, in its inception, started with my return to the Longview 15 years ago. When I got hired here at the high school. RA Long did not have a instructional framework per se, and so knowing my experience at Avid in Vancouver, I had lots of conversations with the superintendent to bring Avid to Longview, and in particular to RA Long High School. And now here we are 12 years later, and demonstrating what the capacity of our building is and the impact that it has had on RA Long High School and the future of our kids.
Why Avid? It's a system, in my opinion, that's fully packaged for best teacher practices. I think that it has the greatest variety of instructional materials and tools, methods for teachers. It enriches the academic experiences, helps build student confidence and agency, while it also prepares confident young adults for post-secondary education and success.
Avid is great for students who need a little extra push organizationally and finding a true family. As an elective teacher, I've found that students who take Avid are more motivated themselves to find new opportunities and scholarships and ways to help themselves and their peers do well and excel in school.
Well, why not Avid is definitely my question back. Because it's a system that works and it's embedded in every part of our building, in everything that we do and how kids approach us and how we approach them, and it just makes it such a much more meaningful relationship.
It's who we are. So it's in every classroom. You'll see it in every hallway, representations of the Wicker strategies that we use, of the culture and climate that it creates with those high academic standards, but also the high relational standards.
This is a program that Longview didn't have until you came to the district. And although you've done a very good job with the Avid students that are selected during the program, what's impressed me the most is how you have integrated those learning strategies throughout the school. And I think that's the highlight that I see that at Staten at RA Long High Schools, is how you've taken a program that teaches very good learning strategies and got those across the board in your regular classrooms.
We want all students to have their eye on a dream for the future that involves some kind of education, whether that's a 2-year, 4-year, some kind of CTE program or internship. and I believe that Avid is a strategy to get there. At RA Long in particular, what I see is that not only has it brought our staff together around a common focus, but our students feel that extra support and belonging as a result of the staff's commitment to Avid.
Do you think that the Avid system that's implemented all along has been worth the investment?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And I think that what impressed me is not only the investment, but the culture.
Culture fosters college and career preparation, common belief in student success, family and community involvement, high expectations for all, and positive and safe learning environment.
That they find a path that they feel passionate and purposeful about, and that they're able to follow that path at the highest level possible.
To be able to help push them beyond what they believe they could have done, be it with more rigorous classes or trying something new that they had never thought they could.
Is not just graduate. Graduate is a great place to get to, but that they have skills and tools and resources to find success beyond the classroom and in real life. And I think that we can find all those things through what we do here at RA Long, whether it's in physical science freshman year and just figuring out how to survive a 6-period day with grades to an 8 to 10 minute senior presentation that every kid in this building has to be able to do. And I think that there's so much confidence and growth that happens that when we just set the bar at graduation, that's not far enough, and we can continue to rise and find success and meaning in all parts of life.
When they leave RA Long, they're equipped with the information and the skills for whatever post-secondary path they choose, whether that be college or trade school or community college or right into the workforce, that they have the skills to show up for things, to collaborate with other people, to answer questions that they have, to use the resources around them.
Respect, obviously, and just how we walk through the halls, how we answer questions, how we speak to adults and peers for that matter. And then in classrooms too, we have posters all over, and they know what we expect because of the examples that we have all over the room and the examples that we set in the classroom.
I think having an Avid culture in the building gives the students the expectation of reaching higher than maybe what they might not have thought that they could reach on their own.
Having an Avid culture allows for students to have a structure, an identity with organization. It gives them something to talk about so that they know what direction they're going in their learning. It allows for them to create connections with people depending on what they're doing in classes. It makes them a well-rounded individual so that they have the capabilities to move on in their life and give those expectations to themselves.
At RA Long, we build relational capacity.
We insist on rigor. Check out our master schedule.
We break down barriers. We know our students' stories.
We align our work with best practices.
We advocate for our students. They are our mission.
Rigorous academic requirements. I take courses that challenge my thinking. Opportunity and knowledge. I know me and I know my limits, and I know who to reach out to when I need support. Student agency. I work and fight for me and my future.
Avid is community.
Avid is support.
Avid is happiness. Avid is friends.
Avid is opportunity.
Avid is love. Avid is resources. Avid is guidance. Avid is family.
Avid is the future.
Avid is memorable.
Avid is friendship. Avid is pride. Avid is a safe space. Avid is safe. Avid is preparation. Avid is structure.